Welcome back, dear viewers, with our second guest. So when choosing a pool at a hotel or gym, there are several key factors you should consider, ensuring it meets your needs and preferences. Safety and hygiene are essential for a pleasant and a healthy experience. Here are some important points to look for when choosing the best place for you. So dear viewers, let's all welcome Joao Valente, an operation manager at the health clubs, hotels and resorts. Good morning, Joao. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you very much for the invitation.
You're most welcome. So Joao, would love to know all about you and where do you come from and how did you experience Kuwait?
Okay, I'm from Portugal. In January I'll become 2 years here in Kuwait. I have a background for international experience in health clubs, management, and at the time hotels and resorts. And this is what brings me to Kuwait. And I have 27 years of experience in the field, and it's a huge pleasure to be sharing my passion for the fitness industry and the hospitality in Kuwait.
Yes, hopefully. Thank you. And for being here in Kuwait, this is, of course, your second home, and you're most welcome here.
Thank you.
Since, mashallah, as you know, Kuwait, we have a lot of hotels and resorts with swimming pools.
Yes.
We'd like to know if it's really mandatory by law to have a lifeguard at the pool.
Yes. The rule changed, and there's a new article released in August this year, which says that it's mandatory. Yes, it's mandatory. It talks about two things very important to distinct. The first one that we need to understand is that there are facilities for children, and this is mandatory to have lifeguard, also a coach during the all operations duty, which means that when let's imagine that my operation starts at 6 a.m. and it finishes at 11 p.m.
Yes.
After the duty finish, I am obliged to put like a sign saying no lifeguard on duty, swim at your own risk. But during the all operation, it's mandatory to have lifeguard on duty and coach for children.
Yes.
If it's a gym or a spa, no need to be the coach present all the time, but it's mandatory to have the lifeguard with full certificates, CPR and first aid knowledge.
Definitely, definitely, Joao. Dear viewers, we need our lifeguards to save, for example, just in case anything happens at the pool, right?
It's very important. We have a lot of cases of children running because they sleep, and because of the water, cases of sunburns, people because of the heat, dehydration.
Yes.
So it's very important and mandatory to have this
Mr. Joao,
health and safety.
I've seen some hotels here in Kuwait actually with no lifeguard, and I've seen a child swim in this pool and there was no lifeguard. So for example,
it's a huge liability.
Yeah, something would happen unconditionally. What should happen by then?
This will be a huge problem for the hotel operations manager, and they will be having some troubles with the law.
Yes,
for sure.
Hopefully.
For sure, this is mandatory, and there's a lot of inspections going on.
Hopefully,
daily and monthly.
Hopefully
so this can change
happens.
Because it's very dangerous, very dangerous.
Definitely, dear viewers, if you're taking your children to these hotels with these massive pools, make sure that there's a lifeguard or just keep an eye on them. So, Mr. Joao, moving on to the swimming pools and the technical part.
Of course.
How important it is to maintain a swimming pool, especially in a hotel, and maintain its cleanliness just to avoid prevention from any kind of bacteria?
Of course. I would say that from the point of view of the customer, if I was a customer to go to an hotel, I have some criteria that it will jump on my eyes. I would say that it's very important to check for the cleanliness of the pool, the surrounding areas, obviously the transparency and the clarity of the water. And this is linked to the chlorine and to the pH levels that I can discuss it later. But as a customer, I don't know how is the chemical products in the
yes, as a
the
hotel.
pool. As a hotel,
Do you have to disclose this kind of information to the customers?
you can. Usually we don't do it, but we have logbooks. As an hotel, we have logbooks, and in the operations, we have a lot of policies and procedures that is mandatory to happen. But as a customer, usually most of the times I don't see them, and because it's they are there, but they are not very important to know if the pH is
higher or lower,
7.2 or 7.4. It's important for the operation because of the disinfection level. But for the point of view of the customer, I just want to make sure that the water is clear, is not milky, and if I have sunbeds or chairs, if I have some umbrellas, this is very important. The condition of everything. If there's a lifeguard on duty, if I have an emergency phone that I can something happens, I can reach fast. And but what I will say as a customer, I will check first for the lifeguard, if there is or there is not, the depth of the pool. If I have children, I want to understand if they can walk, or there's a part that they can be on a safe environment, or there's a shallow pool for the kids. I will try to understand how clean are the changing rooms. This is something, for me, it's very important, the cleanliness from the changing rooms. Also, I think this is my clinical eye. I try to understand a lot from the staff.
Yes. So, Mr. Valente, you mentioned a lot of points coming from a point of view of a customer.
Yes.
Now we want you to speak as an operation manager.
Okay. Yes. Okay. As an operations manager, what do I need to ensure?
And sorry, just please elaborate more on pool safety so people can know.
Of course. Okay. What I will say. It's very important that the procedures are linked with the chlorine levels and the pH. Why? The pH is what keeps the pool disinfected.
Yes.
And there are some gaps. It must be 7 point. As I said before, 7.2 to 7.6. This will prevent a lot the bacteria. And is linked to the chlorine. If these two factors, the chlorine and the pH levels, are set, you can see the crystal water. Also, we can add some chemical products later. If it's called flocculation, flocculates. What will do? They will gather all the bacteria that are suspended and go into the ground, go into the floor. This will need to be vacuumed. So what I need to ensure as an operations manager is that the pool closed at, I said before, 11, 10, 9 p.m., doesn't matter. Because these chemical products are used without people. So after the pool closed, we are using all these chemical products, and it will help us clear the water, and these bacteria go to the ground. So in the morning, before the operation starts, it needs to be vacuumed. And this vacuum, it takes a lot of time. It needs to be very well done. There's some proper vacuums to vacuum the pool, to make sure that when you open the pool, everything is set for the members and the customers enjoy from clear water and
definitely.
a pool without bacteria.
Mr. Valente, you know, it's such a pleasure to have you here on Good Morning Kuwait's program, and trying to explain all kinds of safety measures for our lovely viewers trying to go and swim and have a safe swim in these pools. And therefore, we would love to ask you another question about What do you have to say for people who just jump in the pool with infections or open wounds? Like, how do we deal with this?
Okay. Basically, this is from the point of view of the people that go with open wounds. It must be a task from the lifeguard.
Yes.
Okay. So the lifeguard must be aware of all these aspects and have a vigilant eye on everybody that's on the pool. But to prevent this, I would say before entering the pool, it's very important that you shower before. Why? Because to clean from the dust, the on air, to clean to some extra bacteria.
Yes.
Also, the open wounds. What will happen if I go on a pool with open wounds? Because of these chemicals that I mentioned before, what happens is that it will become itchy, you'll need to scratch. Also, you spread infection from the in contact to water. If you have an open wound, it will
affect others swimming also?
100%, because the water will be with more bacteria.
Okay.
Also, it will be dangerous for the healing process if you have an open wound. Yes. And obviously, you'll spread the infection.
Well, that's not nice to hear, of course. Dear viewers, make sure if you jump into a pool, it's clean, and of course, everybody swimming there is coming with a good intent, not to spread any kind of disease.
Also, this talking about the tan, these tanning oils also will help to downgrade the levels of the clarity of the water. So if you are using those, I would say, carrot oils, you should go before 100%. You should go before to shower.
Yes.
But this most of the times doesn't happen. So we need to make sure that every day it's an ongoing process to clean, to vacuum, to use all the chemical products. So the next day it will be...
All right. So Mr. Valente, also you mentioned a little bit about the size and the depth of the pool. And how is this so important for a swimming pool, especially in a hotel or a resort?
Yes. Because what happens in a hotel or in a resort? You have most of our customers. We have from the kids, the newborns, adults, and mainly all family. And it's very important that the pool has the marks really well marked. It's if it's 60 centimeters, 1 meter, it's very important. Because if you are a child or a new swimmer, you need to try to find pools with a shallow depth. And this will help you prevent any hazards in the future.
All right.
So I would say that it's very important to try to find the perfect pool for you. And if you have children, it's very important to try to understand if the pool has the facilities are prepared to have a great experience for your child, or you cannot even sit on the sunbed because the pool is the pool is too much deep, and you cannot relax because your kids are in the water.
All right, so Mr. Valente, I'm sure we kind of scared our dear viewers here.
No. The intention is not that. The intention is try to make them sure that there's some minimum hazards, and we must be aware. If we are aware, nothing will happen.
Hopefully. And thank you so much, Mr. Joao, for being here on Good Morning Kuwait and sharing your experience for us and our dear viewers.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
You're most welcome. And enjoy your time here in Kuwait. Yes, so dear viewers, let's all thank the coming of our guest, Joao Valente, an Operation Manager of health clubs, hotels and resorts here in the beautiful state of Kuwait. And now shall take a quick break. I'll be right back. Stay tuned.